Hello, all. My name is Mars, and welcome back to In Their Shoes. We unlocked access to two new characters last time, Pierre and Emma, as well as a new pair of shoes for each character, boots. I think the first thing we're going to do before we decide which of these new unlocked moments to do is get to know these new people. So Pierre, deconstruction. Let's see what keywords we've already unlocked for him. Age 19. He's questioning the idea that there's more to life than sleeping with girls. Roots. He's adopted, but has zero interest in meeting his biological parents. Speedy Gonzalez. He once smashed a car's side view mirror with a scooter and then quickly fled the scene. Yikes. He hasn't washed his Muay Thai boxing gloves since he started training. And zero fucks given. He smokes industrial quantities of homegrown weed, or at least tells everybody he does. So, Pierre, I'm getting the picture as a young layabout, kind of. I'm not discounting his worth or anything, but it seems like he's got some growing to do. And what about Emma? Comfort food. She has a fail-safe method to turn around a bad day. Gherkins dipped in ice cream. Hey, maybe she's pregnant all the time. Honestly, I would like to try that. I like pickles, I like ice cream. Maybe the combo of the two isn't so bad. Jackpot. She donates some of the money her mom gives her to charity to assuage her privilege guilt. Mar. She sometimes misses Valencia so much that she can almost smell it. Never have I ever. She's embarrassed that at 25 years of age she's never been to a concert. An opening. Her overriding goal as a mother is to pass her passion for chess on to her son Luis. Alright, so she's a little older. She has a son. I mean, not that much older. She's 25. But she has a son. Maybe the affection for pickles and ice cream is a holdover for when she was pregnant. Who knows? Alright. I think I'm going to take kind of a boring approach to this. I think I'm going to make sure we have all of them covered in a way that I can keep track of, I'm going to start with sandals with these two, just like we did with everything else. Moment to be played. A plot where a performance is improvised. Emma is at the theater with her mother Felicia and her sister Gemma, who are visiting Milan for a few days, and this is a real-time one. We have 3 thought tokens, but remember, if we take a thought token while a real-time prompt is active, we will not get to choose that prompt, so be careful with these. These seats aren't very comfy, but I like them naming the theater after Virginia Lago. Mom, there's no way it's named after her. Be serious. It'll be Virginia for Virginia Woolf. I wish I was anywhere but here. I wish I was with a con, but we haven't caught up in months. Shouldn't I be happy to be with my mom and my sister? What are you talking about, Gemma? Virginia Woolf wasn't an actress. Of course it's named after Virginia Lago. Oh, she's just fantastic in that soap opera, Monte Cristo. Remember Monte Cristo, Emma? Side with your mother, side with your sister. I mean, we're in Milan, so I would guess that it's more likely that it's named after an Italian actress than... Was Virginia Woolf American? But an American author. Virginia Lago is the queen of the soaps. I used to adore her. Nowadays, she looks just like Granny Pilar. Doesn't change the fact that this theater isn't named after her. Anyway, I remember you used to spend all summer watching her soap operas after lunch with me and your father. As if Dad was ever home for more than 10 minutes, Mom. Not like anything's changed. With him, it's still all work, work, work. It was lovely spending time together. Sometimes I wonder if I wasn't kidnapped when I was a kid, because I don't remember anything like that. I could watch all the old episodes with little Louise. Do you think they're on the internet? I mean, this is cute. This would be a good idea. But Gemma is clearly having a moment, so let's focus in on this. I have loads of memories of times with Dad. Sundays by the River Turia, evenings at the open-air cinema. Must be the benefits of being the first daughter, the one they didn't even know they wanted, right? Anyway, coming to the theater was a lovely idea. I haven't been to the theater since the days of Fernand Gomez. Even if I don't think I really understand this thing about sandals processing grief. It's the second part of a famous play featuring talking shoes, live on stage. Is that real? And the director insisted on a clause that states it can only be performed on the Day of the Dead. Even if half the people here are fixated on Halloween and have turned up in costume, sad sacks. It took me months to get tickets, and they cost an arm and a leg. Of course it won't be like our Sundays by the River Turia. Ah, so it was you, Gemma, who chose the play. If I'd known that, I'd have brought my copy of Ola to read. Jerk. And why isn't Hakan here, Emma? Yeah, why didn't this perfect gentleman you've been telling us all about want to join us? I pleaded with Hakan not to come because it's kind of embarrassing being with the two of you in public, seeing as all you've done is argue since you arrived. Reply. Don't reply. Reply. We've been trying to be peacekeepers. And friendly. We discussed it, and he thought it would be best for us to spend an evening together before you guys have to leave. But if you like, we can all get breakfast together tomorrow morning on our way to the airport. Right, so he'll have an excuse to get away if he gets bored. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is beginning. Silence, please. Okay, I'm guessing that Mom and Gemma are going to be very rude and talk during this. Tell your sister what you really think of her. Tell your mother what you've just figured out. I'm kind of scared of both of these. What you really think of her, that could go really badly. Like, if we think our sister sucks, then, we don't want to tell her that just before a show starts. Although, if we've just figured out that Mom really sucks, then I don't think we want to do that either. But both of these give me apprehension. But let's tell Mom. I just pray that Louise never talks about me the way Gemma talks about you, Mom. Shh. Ooh. Complete a real-time moment by letting the scheduled event trigger. What? Interesting. Hold on. I gotta go through that again. I'm a little confused by all that. And let's take some other, options. Just to see something different. I think I heard the owner is one of those old-school feminists who adores Virginia Woolf. Ha! What does Virginia Woolf have to do with the theater? Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf? Shame this is their last show. The building's being demolished. Anyway, I remember you used to spend all summer watching your soap opera after lunch. Watching Virginia Lago. We certainly didn't watch Virginia Woolf. Dad spent most of his time sleeping, and Luis doesn't like watching the television. Nonsense. Children love watching TV. He won't pay any attention unless it's got dancing in it. 'Cause of TikTok? Anyway, Days of Fernand Gomez, Sandals Processing Grief. I can't believe it. Luis doesn't like watching TV. It's impossible. Don't reply. Did I tell you he's taken on a new apprentice in his workshop? He just started, but they're getting on really well. Sounds like you found a real Renaissance man, Emma. I see your distinctive irritable tone hasn't deserted you, right, Gemma? I'm sure Hakan would love living in Valencia with you and the little one. You know we have plenty of room at home. Even if he did decide to snub us this evening. Mom, you've never even met the guy. And you're the only one who refuses to face the facts. Emma doesn't want to live in Valencia. And anyway, you never asked me and Alfonso to come live with you, and you know how much he'd like that. I see you every day anyway. Why would I put you up as well? Please turn off your phones. Did Mom tell you, Emma, Alfonso was appointed head physician? Here we go again. Her and that loser Alfonso. Oh, God. I need Hakan here, and his unflinching ability to calm everyone down. I need to stay out of this. So, by changing the subject to how great Hakan is, we have prompted Gemma to start talking about how great her boyfriend, or isn't your ex-husband ashamed that another man is helping you raise his son? So, her current partner. Michelle and Emma never got married, Mom. So, Emma, now Alfonso's been promoted, we'll finally be able to afford that little holiday house in Tosa de Mar, remember? That's great, Gemma. Are you going to have a housewarming party? Well, it depends on work. I don't think we're going to be able to make it there until next summer. You basically spent thousands of euros on a white elephant that's just going to gather dust. Is this a new thought, or is this the one we've already seen? Alfonso again. Yeah, and that didn't spend a token. Honestly, I listen to you two and can't get over how young and guileless you both are. Well, I'm withering away, old and alone. And here we go again. Mom, you're in your early 60s and you still have Dad. I thought Dad was dead. Excuse me. I thought Dad was dead. Okay, they never specified that he was dead. Like, Gemma was talking in the last version of this about how she didn't remember any good moments with her and her father, but that doesn't mean that he's dead. It just means he was a bad father. At least I was able to have a baby, Gemma. Jeez. Shh. Okay, so while I was scrolling and trying to figure things out, the usher talked without me clicking. So I think that my talking kind of kept the, like, me Mars talking instead of actually advancing the dialogue, made it so that, I don't know, how do I articulate this? It made it so that, like, real time was passing in the moment, and eventually the usher had to bring all conversations to a halt. Interesting. We got a new thing from that. Telenovelas. As a child, she adored the actress Virginia Lago. Cool. Are telenovelas a thing in Italy? I thought that was a Latin American thing, but maybe not. Alright, and let's meet Pier too. A curtain where confidences are exchanged. Pier is in a shopping mall. His friend Brian has to buy clothes and needs his advice. Shit. What? These dressing rooms, they're shit. Jesus, it's enough to make you weep. I feel dirty just looking at the floor. Sissy. And it's so cramped in here, you're gonna have to pass me my clothes to try on. Check this out, even the mirror sucks, I look deformed. Reply jokingly. That seems like the kind of person Pier is. These dressing rooms aren't worthy of your tears, honey. Honey? Sorry, I just thought, given the situation, maybe it was time to get in touch with my feminine side. Asshole. What do you say we get back to trying on clothes instead of braiding each other's hair? I don't know if you saw the line outside these dressing rooms. What were you expecting? It's Black Friday afternoon. Of course there's a line. Anyway, you know I've got body issues, so they can wait their turn like good little customers. Or consumers. You're such a prick. Give Brian pants that don't suit him, give him trashy pants, don't give him anything. I mean, he just said he has body image issues, and that could have been a joke. These guys seem to be having their kind of crass banter, and that seems like something Brian would joke about to make fun of people who really have body image issues. I'm not a big fan of these two so far. If I were in the situation, if Mars were in the situation, I would not, if someone said they have body image issues, I would take them seriously and not give them clothes I don't think suit them. But Pier seems like he would. Give Brian pants that don't suit him. Drum roll, please. Freaky choice. Are you sure you're Lucio's brother? I know it's a lot to live up to, but soon you'll be able to read all about my long struggle in my forthcoming autobiography. And there it is. The first comparison of the day. For fuck's sake, every time I hear it, I feel like Mickey Mouse when his shadow comes to life and laughs at him every time he fucks up, and Mickey does everything he can to get rid of him, but there's nothing doing. His shadow just keeps following him around everywhere. Is that, The Sorcerer's Apprentice? Is that what happens in The Sorcerer's Apprentice? I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen it. I don't remember the shadow. I just remember the brooms coming to life. Anyway, so Pier has a brother, Lucio, who he doesn't like being compared to. In my big brother's shadow, winner of this year's Whiner Award. Huh, very funny. What if somebody thought I was a weirdo walking around in these pants? People already think you're a weirdo. Although I must admit, those particular pants aren't helping. You're the one who picked them out. Yeah, but I'm not the one that chose them. Here, take them back. Fuck. You know, I actually like these. Maybe I'll just get them for myself. They're pretty crazy. Crazy pants, you flirting at the disco. Where will it all end? Who told you about that? Was it Fede? Ruben? Well, it wasn't Lucio. Marco, that motherfucker. But they did say you were sniffing around some high-class pussy. It was pitch black. Anyway, I don't really remember, to tell you the truth. Bullshit. So, tell me what happened. Pier doesn't wanna say. Reply jokingly. What can I say? Like bees to honey. You wish. Top dog. What next? Alpha male, I suppose. Nailed it. Top alpha dog male. You wish. So, what were you wearing when you hooked up with that hottie? Are you looking for inspiration? Just in case Lucio invites me to the disco too next time. I was just wearing my hoodie. With the hood up, weirdly. Drug dealer style, for real. She was probably just trying to score some pills. Could be. Spooky. Go on then, hand me something. What do you want, pills or clothes? Clothes. Don't make me choose again. Alright, then choose what Lucio would wear. Give it a rest. Kind of a weird top. Are you sure? Change. I feel like the thing with these kinds of guys who are like crass and jokey with each other is that they topple easily. You know, if they say something nasty and then their friend is like, "Are you serious?" They'll be like, "Okay, yeah, I was joking." At least that's what I kind of see in Pier. Let's go for a classic look, Lucio style. Fan-fucking-tastic. Check these out. These pants are made to go with this hoodie. Lucio would definitely approve. I gotta tell you, this obsession with my brother is getting out of hand. What can I say? He's an icon. He's like a spirit guide. Seriously? He shows us the way. Yeah, right, like Paul Atreides in Dune. With his mighty voice, he separates right from wrong. Okay, that's enough now. Where would we be without him? Brian, you spoke to my brother, what, twice? We would be lost. Reply. Let's not get mad. It's in the middle of a crowded place. I feel like anyone sane would not want to have a blowout in the middle of a Black Friday shopping mall. Jesus, I didn't come here to listen to you droning about my brother all day. For fuck's sake, it's not as if we're attached at the hip. Do you want his number? Here. I was only fucking with you, Pier. Come on. What is it? Are you jealous? Pier? Fair enough. You want me to get you a kebab after, yeah? Fuck. Are you still there? I'm just getting my stuff. Come on, bro. Are you really gonna make me go back on my own? Yeah, given your relentless bullshit, you've earned a solitary bus trip. Jeez. Alright, Pier, let's see what keyword we unlock for you. Big brother. He can't stand the constant comparisons with his brother. So who's the big brother in this situation? Pier or Lucio? Oh, we got time left in this episode. Do you wanna go back to one of our old characters and try out Boots? Beltway, where someone is caught in a trap. A castle where it all comes tumbling down. Plans where calculations are made. Nina, an invitation where a compromise is sought. I'm kind of intrigued by Alex's. A castle where it all comes tumbling down. In the mosh pit at a rock concert, Alex picks up a random discarded boot. Interesting. Alright, we only have one thought token. Spend it wisely. Did anyone lose a boot? Boot? Boot. Boot. The boot. No need to shout, Alex. I'm right here. Huh. Nice one. I'm so out of it that I'm speaking to this boot that just landed on my head mid-pogo. In fact, I'm so out of it that he's talking back. She. I'm a she, not a he. Huh? It's me, Irene, dickhead. Huh. I get it. It's that mirror, mirror on the wall moment. Just like in the song. Alright, I'm gonna change from the silly boot voice to Irene's voice. Why did you go to the concert without me? Because you hate the band, Irene. I wanted to get wasted, Irene. It's your early shift tomorrow, Irene. I mean, she is not really here. Do we have to be sensitive? Let's tell the truth. Because you hate the band, Irene. You always hated them, starting with the name. Well, come on. What kind of name is Hippies and Yuppies? It sounds like a silly sitcom. You see? The form is always more important than the substance with you. Ooh, big words. And anyway, it wouldn't be the first time that I came with you to see bands I don't give a shit about. Alright, this thought token has been here for a long time. I feel like it's not going away. Let's try it. Mirror, mirror on the wall, mirror, mirror on the wall, where the hell do I belong? Mirror, mirror on the wall, what is this even for? Mirror, mirror on the wall. I don't know this song. I would sing it if I did. The important thing for me was being with you. That was my substance. So tell me the truth. Why did you go to the concert without me? I wanted to get wasted, Irene. And I have to say, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. What have you been drinking? I lost count. But I've been strictly random with the alcohol content. Up and then down, then up and then down. Like a roller coaster ride, you know? Up and down. A Negroni, then a beer. A shot, then another beer. Up and down, that's the secret to getting properly fucked up. Like a roller coaster ride. You know? Have you finished? Yes. You're almost entertaining when you drink. I always said so. Do you remember when we couldn't stop laughing outside the Blue Rose? That's the bar we were at in our very first moment. No, you never needed to be on your own to get wasted. So tell me the truth. Why did you go to the concert without me? It's your early shift tomorrow, Irene. It's Thursday, so you'll have preschool from 7:30. You have to be up at 6 to get your shit together. Oh, so that's it. Since when did you become my calendar? And anyway, since when did you decide if and how long I need to sleep? You know I love doing the early shift at the nursery. Grabbing breakfast in that little cafe that opens at dawn, sending you a good morning text. As I'd like to say to some of the kids when they lie to me, I'm sorry, but that's a lame excuse. So tell me the truth. Why did you go to the concert without me? He still hasn't told her. I got laid off, Irene. I know. What? Come on, don't act all struck dumb. All dumbstruck. Wait, which is it? I mean, they're speaking Italian, so maybe it's different for them, but I'm going to say dumbstruck, because that's what I'm used to in English. Dumbstruck. I don't think so. Are you sure? Well, anyway, don't act so surprised that I know. But Yeah, you've been keeping the secret about getting laid off for what, 20 days now? 21. 3 weeks to the day. Okay, and in those 21 days, not only did you not tell me, you actually pretended to keep going to work. I mean, pulling shit like saying, sorry babes, I'm at work, when I called you, or we meet up in the evening and you say, I'm pooped, tough day at work. Shit like that. Well, I didn't have much choice. I suppose not, if you start with the assumption that you aren't going to tell me what's going on. I suppose that left you with no option but to build a castle of lies. Building it higher and higher, one day after the next. Right up to the last week when we even went to the bank to ask for a mortgage. But going back even further than that day on the phone, you could have chosen to tell me. I got laid off. Alex, I was trying so hard to get you to tell her. I tried to say it. Maybe. He was trying. In fact, I think I actually did say it. Maybe. But there was loads going on, we could barely hear each other and you misunderstood. Maybe. And the important thing for you that day was going to see the apartment with the balcony. Alex, you can tell all this to Irene. Well, you already told all this to Irene. In way too much detail. But I'm not Irene, dumbass. Sure enough. You're a boot. You're my conscience. You're fucked. You're fucked, Alex. Do you remember that man sleeping rough, the dude with no shoes, the one you saw outside your office? Yes. That guy. That could be you. You could be him. Do you think the two of you are so different? All it takes is a moment to change everything. All it takes is a moment and the castle comes tumbling down. All it takes is a moment and it all ends in tears. Irene? Yes? There's something I need to tell you. Tell me. This isn't easy. Yes? Go on. But I have to be honest. Good man. You're almost there. I think we should break up. This isn't easy, but I have to be honest. I think we should break up. I think this is the right step for us. Really? Let me get this straight. In order to avoid telling me that a shitty fucking scooter startup has laid you off for no valid reason because they can get away with that kind of shit these days, you're going to end a 6-year relationship. Excuse me? Excuse me? Huh? Are you okay? I said no, but he didn't get the chance to actually say it. No. Irene was wrong. It's dumbstruck, not struck dumb. wow. That one's kind of heavy. Lame excuses. He always has one up his sleeve. And roller coaster. He sometimes confuses alcohol content recommendations. Alright, can I look at, like... He confesses everything to it, his complete ruin, until a random guy at the concert snaps him out of his hallucination. Okay, so this one doesn't seem like it's one where we can change the outcome in any significant way. I mean, he was telling all this to a boot, not actually Irene. So, I mean, it's not like Alex actually made up his mind about breaking up with her, but yeah, I remember one of these. I think it was a Veil one, maybe even the Veil Boots one from the demo, where we just kind of had to go through all the options and didn't really get a choice in how it ended. But there's a good mix in this game of different ways that your choices can affect the outcomes. We still haven't gotten to any really any connective tissues. Like we haven't seen this one, for example, where our choice to maybe go for a baby has an impact on what happens when we go to the doctor with Laura. But I don't know. This game is doing a lot of interesting stuff. I like it so far. And we will continue with it. Maybe continuing with Pier or Emma. Maybe not Pier. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that guy yet. But we will continue with this game next time. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more In Their Shoes.